one and all to the 4th annual dos&d Christmas special. Dos, can you believe 4 years we've done this?
Gosh. Well, let's hope this Christmas special is better than the other ones.
Let's count back. So last year, probably our best to date. We did
What was last year again?
Christmas pornos.
That's
did.
right.
We're going the other side today. So do
you remember any of the Christmas pornos on the top of your head?
We said before, Polar Sexpress was one of them.
Yeah. The green. Oh, there was something. Something that saved Christmas.
Oh, yeah. There was definitely Come All Ye Faithful.
Oh, that's right.
There's a few of those. Well, we actually got a segment later.
Starting it off with a bang.
Yeah, well, actually, we've got a segment later on that we're actually going to give you some Christmas sex positions. So last year we showed you the masturbation, things to masturbate to. And this year we're going to, if you've got a partner this year.
Jeez, I must admit, this intro's gone very rogue, very fast.
Oh, well, it's... and what about the year before? You shared a peculiar story in the second dos&d annual.
I think that one, if you've got kids in the car, just... maybe turn it off and listen to this later. But that one we talked all about how we found out Santa was, how we were lied to for our whole childhood,
the big man,
essentially. And I shared a story about how I could hear Santa Claus just rummaging around, putting presents in the lounge room, and I peeked out and it was my mum and dad.
Oh, I thought you had.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. So what I did was I didn't peek out. I was so scared.
So you
I wanted to believe so much that I was busting for a wee, and I. Weed the bed.
You weed the bed. So you had an inkling that...
I had an inkling it was mum and dad.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to believe it. And then I just...
It's a great story. So that's the second
That's
Christmas.
going back a while.
But then the greatest of all, or probably the worst of all, we always say the worst episode we've probably ever produced of this podcast was the first ever dos&d Christmas special where we sat around on the couch in Safety Beach and really dived into Christmas, movies, songs, traditions.
What are our favourite, Christmas things to do?
And we really thought we actually thought that we would entice everybody and get a couple of guitars out and have a little sing song on the dos&d show.
We play, and we were being full serious. We sang Christmas carols and played them on the guitar, and we were trying to harmonise, and we were thinking
it's so bad.
It's embarrassing.
It's so bad. So hopefully today, here's if you're listening, head to YouTube and you'll be able to see our lovely costumes. You look fantastic in a nice sweater.
Thank you. You do too. You've gone with a sweater from last year.
Yeah, well, I've only got one.
Yeah. And
what do you got? Reindeers on yours? I've got koalas.
It's actually quite comfy too.
Got a bit of tinsel on the set. So yeah, if you are listening,
it's a hot day here in Australia, in Melbourne
35
too.
fucking degrees.
I mean, the sweater's probably not a great choice.
No. And you got some lovely ears on?
Yeah, the reindeer ears. We were in the news recently, actually.
We were. So in terms of Christmas themes, hark the Herald Sun, I like to say. And Herald Sun, we were in last week.
Last week.
Yeah, not for the right reasons. As
dos&d, we were in the Herald Sun.
Yeah, but again, not because they were praising us or loving our show.
A guest on the show.
Caused a bit of controversy.
Yeah.
And can we talk about it?
I don't think not. So. No, I think we avoided.
Well done. We've been in the paper now. Yeah. Nice to be...
It's a nice little milestone.
Yeah, we're ticking them all off. What do we still have to tick off? The Age and the Australian, I think. And then we've
Age and the Australian,
and then we've probably covered our Australian-based newspapers. But what else has been happening, mate? We like to always...
We had a bit of fun a couple of weekends ago. We went to Robbie Williams.
We did too. Pissing rain.
Out at... where was it, Camille? Mount Dunedin.
Yeah,
that's right.
Geelong way.
Geelong. So Torquay, and it was bucketing rain, mud. There was a mudslide, and
there was.
Robbie, tell you what an experience. What an entertainer.
Bucket list. You said that to me halfway through. You said, "Geez, in this bucket list." We bought the tickets.
Ages ago,
almost a year ago. I reckon.
Yeah.
I pretty much forgot we had them.
Yeah.
But yeah, unbelievable. Well done, Robbie. Gee, loved dropping the F-bombs.
Well, we asked again, Jai, every week. Jai went to the Amy Park one.
Yeah.
And you asked Jai, did he swear? Did he swear at all? What did he say?
I think he said it was pretty clean cut. Yeah.
Didn't really swear.
Yeah.
Well, within the first minute of the show with Robbie, I think he dropped about 4 F-bombs.
I think he had flashbacks of Nebworth of the big field and everything. So Robbie was very excited. But that was fantastic. So well done.
Actually, on that quickly, we talk very openly about we are both very tight when it comes to money.
We're trying to build a business. I'm sorry. We're trying. We don't want to be tight.
But one thing which was just outrageous.
Oh yeah.
It's food prices at music festivals. Now this isn't a segment. I just thought of this on the top of my head. Mate, what did you buy? You were waiting in line for ages.
Talking about daylight robbery. Six or five? I think it was 5. I got 5 dumplings. Yeah, Camille was saying 5.
Steamed dumplings.
Steamed dumplings. So I got there and I'm like, I don't really want to eat the chips and all that shit. So I'm looking around like, oh, dumplings. How good's this? Like always a classic for myself. So made a, is it beeline or
Beeline?
Beeline. I always know if it's B or V. So I made a
Oh,
beeline.
actually, I don't know either. Is it V-line?
V-line's
No, that's the train.
That's the train system in Melbourne. So I made a beeline to the dumpling place, and 16. Was it 16
No,
or
it was 18.
$18 for 5 dumplings, and they weren't very big. And Dos said, "Oh, geez, you've inhaled them." Like, well, there wasn't much to inhale. They were tiny. So
They didn't touch the sides.
No.
No.
I'd love to have the company. Actually, I'm glad I don't know the company's name because I don't want to give them a shout out because they don't deserve it. They're literally robbing people's senses, especially when you got a crowd full of oldies that get their one day out a year.
Yeah, they work their bums off. They finally get their chance. They let loose a couple of Canadian clubs for about $18 each.
And it's just disgusting. So that wasn't really tight us, I suppose.
What else has been going on?
Well, last week I'm losing track of time. We sat down with David the Medium.
That's right. Because I saw DTM. I was like, what's that?
Down to masturbate.
Oh.
No, David the Medium.
Sorry, David.
We've built up... Yeah, that's a bit disrespectful. We built up a great relationship with him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Went out for dinner a couple of nights ago. Had a great chat.
Yeah, had a Parma.
Yeah.
I was very confused on what I wanted to eat, but we all ended up getting there.
We all asked. The waitress had to decide for all three of us. It's pathetic. 3 grown
Do you
men.
reckon, I said, what's the pie of the day? Because I was umming and ahhing between the pie of the day and the Parma. And I think it was steak and onion. So for those, I get to the Emerald in South Melbourne.
Well, she spent 15 minutes convincing Dos to have this lovely pie. And then when David and she convinced us to have Parmas, and Dos said, "Oh, actually change over Parma
When
too."
I heard chips, I thought, I want chips. And then she said, "You can have chips." And I said, "No, I'm not made of money. I can't order a bowl of chips and the pie." But David did a live reading with us on the show. For those who haven't listened or watched, but over on YouTube. That was the most insane thing I've ever experienced, I reckon, in my life. And neither of us ever believed. We're big skeptics when it comes to witchcraft. Is that what you would call that?
I don't think it's witchcraft. I think you'd be very disappointed.
So I'm making a joke. Yeah, sorry,
Dave. The spiritual realm.
It was amazing.
The undead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not the right word either.
The afterlife.
The afterlife. Yeah.
I think. But it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Dos became the 5th person to cry on the dos&d show. We've got a little running tally.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know why I said
Someone
that.
who cried actually unfollowed us this week.
Yeah, you could go do your own research.
Yeah.
Go listen to all the episodes and work
Find
backwards.
out who cried.
And then look at who follows us. Yeah, that was. And that pissed us both off. Anyway, we shouldn't talk about that here. Now, what else is happening? Well, of course... actually, there's a couple of things. We'll tell you all what's upcoming for this unbelievable Christmas episode that's coming up. But before we do, Christmas is here.
Yep.
Are you excited?
Can't wait. Have you done your Christmas shopping?
No.
Yeah, it's always a Christmas Eve job for me too.
I got given a Kris Kringle thing yesterday, and I got given a
What'd
name.
you get?
No, a name. Yeah, I've done. Yeah, so I'm not really in the Christmas spirit just yet, but I'm very excited to go Christmas light hunting.
Christmas light hunting.
Yeah, that's my favourite thing. I told you I've created last year. I got fed up for the last 5 years. I've been listening to Spotify at Christmas time, other people's Christmas songs, and I just disagree with a lot of the songs on there. So I took it upon myself.
A few wiggles.
Maybe I'll put a little link in here people can follow. But I've created probably 32 of the tightest 2 hours you're ever going to hear in music. And that's Christmas. So that's what I'm looking forward to. What about you, mate? How are you feeling?
I've done a lot of my Christmas shopping. Thank you to
well done.
The lovely Garni. She's been a big part of that.
Yeah.
Having a girl who knows what she's doing, she's organised, and I just transfer the cash.
Yeah, well, actually, that's exactly what Tiana's done too.
Yeah. So, but it's all we sat down, we wrote out a list. What's the budget for each person, and we bought it all. And yeah.
So what like mums at the top of the list? I'm guessing.
Yeah, mum's up there. But we don't do like a Kris Kringle.
Yeah.
We're buying for everyone.
Yeah.
Which does,
See, I used to be dead against that until nowadays. I'm like, let's just do a Kris Kringle. Let's just make it,
No, I'm excited for Christmas. It's definitely one of my favourite times of the year.
It's the best time of the year.
I think my favourite part of it is the food, quite literally.
Really?
I love Christmas food. We had a early family Christmas last week. Actually, this is great to bring up. I actually dressed up as Santa Claus at the Christmas party the other day.
Dos pretended he didn't want to do it, but he was planning it for weeks. He's like, I wonder if I'll get the call up. But you did it. Well done.
Yeah.
You looked great.
And I think I was good at it. One thing, the feedback I did get was...
Feedback?
No, yeah. Is my accent changed too often.
Oh, really?
It went from being...
Well, that's not unusual for you.
Italian to...
Well,
my auntie wrote... It started as Italian, then it turned to like more continental... bit of Borat.
Continental, what does that
I don't
mean?
know what continental means.
Not a West Indies accent, or it was Jamaican Santa Claus.
Well, they were her words in the message, and the 3 kids that I gave presents to, they didn't notice it.
Oh,
One thing I did say to my cousin, he's got two of the young ones who were there, I said, no offense to your kids, but how dumb was I as a child to notice someone from the family, like an uncle, had to...
Oh, so it wasn't a big announcement,
No.
Dos is dressing up.
No one
you
knew.
went,
Yeah, so but
okay.
I said, how dumb would have I been as a kid?
Yeah.
Someone every year that I knew came as Santa.
Yeah, granddad's gone again.
Walked off, got changed, put the gumboots on and the beard, came back, gave out the presents, left, came back with the costume off. And, everyone's going, oh, where'd Pop go? I just went to the shops. And I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I thought, no, Santa really was.
You're amazed by the big man.
Yeah.
Like, it means a lot.
Yeah. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I really did have fun.
Yeah. I know you love that. Well, I've got something I'll say a bit later. I went to a Christmas do as well, but that's coming up in a little bit of a later segment. Now, have you got anything else to announce?
Oh, no, I do have one more story,
okay,
actually.
yeah,
I've got to...
Please.
Yeah, and you don't know the story, but so basically we've just moved into our new house and shit was everywhere for a while there. Like, you've got, when you just move, you've got boxes and things everywhere and clothes are kind of everywhere. And basically, I didn't realise, but there was a towel. I was having a shower and there was a towel. I thought it was my towel and it was on top of the laundry, on top of the washing machine. The washing machine, the laundry is right next to the bathroom. And so I thought that was my towel, and I don't know why, but I thought, I'll just grab the towel that's just sitting on top of the washing machine, because we had a bunch of other towels that just went through the wash, so we didn't have any. So I thought, that's my towel, I can use it. The others are all wet from the wash. So I go in, have my shower, get out, dry off, have a day of work. Garni comes home from work, and she goes, "What? Like what? That towel you used? Where'd you get that from?" And I was like, yeah, it was the one that was sitting there. She's like, you didn't actually use that, did you? I said, yeah. She goes, I'm really sorry. She goes, and she just started laughing.
Oh, no.
And she goes,
what have you done?
Well, Noodle took a piss.
Your dog?
Yeah, the dog, Noodle, took a piss that morning, and I didn't realise. And Garni used that towel to completely clean the piss. and I've used it. I used it to, dry in every nook and cranny.
Yeah. With Noodle's urine.
Yeah, Noodle's
Dad.
urine. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And I'm wondering, now I wonder why I've got jock itch. Do you know what that is?
No, what's that? It's not like fungus in your toes, is it?
It's fungus in the groin.
Oh, you do you?
Yes.
Well, whereabouts? In your anus?
No.
Like your ball sack?
No, yeah, like around the testicles and like up. It's I can't believe I brought this up, but yeah, jock itch. Look, Google. It's very common.
Jock itch, yeah.
Jock itch.
Right. Okay.
Yelena jock itch.
There goes any chance of her coming on this show. And if she ever does, we're going to unfortunately have an inside joke. So that's a shame. That's a big shame. Show that opens coming up soon. So Yelena, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Yelena and Novak Djokovic. God. Well, actually, Big Bash started last night.
I did. I have no
Christmas.
interest in it.
Well, yeah.
Sorry. No,
that reminds me of Christmas. I was watching our former guest, unlucky dismissal last night, Sammy.
Oh, how did it go?
Oh, he hit a 4 on his first ball, and his second one he hit a 4, and then he got dismissed. But the ball, they came back, they reviewed it. So I thought he was on 8 after 2. Anyway, no one cares. Now,
back at the Stars now, isn't he?
Back at the Melbourne Stars.
Yeah, sorry.
Man. We'll be catching up with him soon for a bit of cricket skills, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's been on the works for it.
Now, the last thing, we've got something to announce, to bring up.
Oh, yes. So, as of next year, the dos&d show is officially finished. So, thank you for everybody.
No, that is a lie. You've got my heart sung then. I thought, well,
D's announcing his retirement. No, next year's going to be huge for us. We're very excited. We've seen a lot of growth this year. Thank you for everybody that is now listening, watching, viewing. It's amazing. We've signed a couple of sponsors coming on board for next year, which is fantastic. Some new ones, some brand new ones. And one of them is the Great Golf Box. Now, their sponsorship hasn't kicked in just yet, but we decided, as being the good blokes we are, especially in time for Christmas, we'll give them a nice little plug. So, Golf Box, basically, if you want anything golf related, I'm talking clubs, balls, apparel, accessories, bags, anything that you can imagine on a golf course. If you want that, just head over to golfbox.com.au. Next day delivery. Unbelievable. Australia-wide.
Oh gosh, if
So,
mum you're listening, you know where to buy my Christmas present.
And the reason I brought that up is this episode will air, I think, 1 week before Christmas. So if anyone needs last minute Christmas,
I wish we had a discount code.
Our guests might have some very good presents coming up in the future.
That's exciting.
Apologies to anyone that's been on this year that didn't receive that. But anyway, Golf Box, just want to say big thank you to them.
Very exciting.
We're very excited, and we've got a great segment coming up for all the guests and us next year, which is going to bring a lot of laughs. It's not the typical segment. So
I reckon I'm going to fall in love with golf as well now.
Yeah.
I think I am.
If I can get my Shannon hernia fixed, then...
That's a hernia.
That's a hernia. Then I'd love to do golf too. Now, we're about to get into the episode. Do we quickly run through what's coming up?
We've been going a while, haven't we?
Well, let's just get into it.
Now, there's some shocking presents that can be given this time of year. I've been pretty lucky, actually, I reckon, over the years.
Yeah.
In terms of Santa's... the presents I've got from Santa. I'm not sure about you. Have you been given some shockers?
Yeah, Santa was always generous. Yeah, very generous. You know when you get the home videos?
Yeah.
I used to, when you watch back as an adult of the home videos and you can hear your mum and your grandparents and they're talking, things that go over your head as a kid. And I remember my poor old dad and one of the videos, dad was going, gee, Santa's, he was almost crying, I think, when he was just seeing more presents being unwrapped. He goes, geez, Santa's been generous this year, and he was more and more upset. Mum's just taking the credit card and going to town.
He had no idea. The presents have been hidden in the house. He had no idea until Christmas morning.
He was devastated.
Yeah.
But no, I've been very lucky, mate, to answer your question.
Yeah.
But again, tough time of year to gift. I struggle giving gifts.
Why though?
Well, no, not giving. No, that's probably. I'm not a good. I'm not very creative when it comes to buying gifts to other people. So you know, a lot of people that do online. I don't online shop really. So people that online shop a lot, they know they get personalized gifts and things that mean something. I'm not quite good at that. But you know, like last year, being in a workplace other than our own. Doing Kris Kringles for people, like you just don't know what to get. Maybe we should do a dos&d Kris Kringle,
Yeah,
Dad.
with me, you, and Bailey. And every other guest.
$10 each.
Yeah.
Have you had? How about you? Have you had any shockers?
No, I haven't had shockers. I mean, you've had there's ones that are exciting. There's ones that just take the cake in terms of, geez, that's good. What a present.
Yeah.
Remember one of those was the PS3.
Yeah.
And then the PS4, sorry. Because I bought the PS3 with my own money.
Oh, lovely. Well, actually, make a good point. As you get older, you kind of get to choose your presents. To some degree. You know, they say, look, here's your budget. What do you want?
Yeah.
And that, in the last few years, I normally capitalize on shoes. That's what I go for. Get me shoes.
Yep. There's something as well. I don't know if I don't know if people out there listening, their parents are the same, but our mum and dad, they loved Santa. Even when we all knew that Santa wasn't a thing anymore. We still woke up with our own spot on the couch with our own sack full of presents like he'd arrived. But it's like mum and dad enjoyed that more than us.
I think that, and I think I can see that. I mean, when I found out, because you had one younger sister, I had two younger sisters, I really wanted to keep that alive.
Yeah, it was the best.
Because to me, from the moment I found out, the switch went.
Yeah,
the magic. Now, I like as a kid, I'd be literally counting down the days for Santa. Now it's like, well, whoop-de fucking do, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting though. Like even as a kid, you just can't. When you hear about people, not doing anything on Christmas or going to the cricket that's Boxing Day, not Christmas Day, but doing things that aren't related to Christmas, I always used to go, how?
I know.
Whereas now I'm like, the people that go to the local pub for Christmas lunch, I actually can kind of see it. I'm like, like doing your own thing.
Yeah. Well, hey, was it no? It was 2 years ago we were in London for Christmas.
No,
or day after.
Yeah,
but
Boxing
Christmas
Day
pushed on there, so we still got that festive
a
feel.
white Christmas.
Yeah, but anyway, we're going to talk now. We've found some examples on the internet of some of the worst gifts that have been given. So hopefully, guys, if you're still buying presents, you don't fall into these traps. But before we do,
you've got a bad.
So the worst Christmas gift I ever got, I won't give away the source, but the worst gift I ever got was I got an empty Santa Claus piñata. So it was.
What do you do with that?
It was basically a box with Santa painted on top of it, and it was dead empty, nothing inside, no lollies.
What made the person give you that?
I don't know why they got me that, but that's what I got, a Santa piñata with
no lollies.
With nothing inside.
The worst thing I've ever gotten, I just remembered it, which was Kris Kringle. But there's a couple. So one year I got, where I was working at the time, everyone's, our age and has a lot of fun, a bit of a laugh, joke presents. So I think one year I got an extra pack of extra small condoms.
Yep.
As a joke. That was from Jake Lovett.
Just making sure everyone knows it's a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke. And he got me a butt plug as well. A vibrating butt plug.
It's funny because these joke presents, because I'm always like, yeah, let's do joke presents. And then I'm like, we're literally just throwing our money away. Like, it's just a waste of money.
Yeah. And then the same place a couple of years later, so we got a Kris Kringle again. And I don't know why, but this year I was really looking forward to it because I put in effort in buying my Kris Kringle. I thought, I'm looking forward. And and even HR said this year, write down the 4 things that you might like.
Oh, right.
Like in the budget.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down. Well, didn't I not get what I wanted? Actually, no. You know what happened? I just remembered. Me and one of the other boys wrote down 4 joke things, like as a joke.
And you got it.
And then I forgot that I wrote down 4 silly things.
So what did you get?
I got 2 packets of garlic bread because I wrote down, that's
Well, you
funny.
would have used it at least.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I forgot. I left it. I forgot that was in the work fridge.
Actually, I just remembered another one I got at a Kris Kringle. I got a St Kilda drink bottle. And
I love that.
Well,
go the Saints.
One problem is, there's 2 problems there.
Yeah.
One, I can't drink out of drink bottles. Don't ask me why. I'm not going into it.
Yeah, he's got a phobia of the nipple at the end.
Can't drink out of drink bottles. And the second thing, I was furious for St Kilda. I literally wrote him a scathing email that year, and I've cancelled my membership, and I haven't renewed it since.
Yeah,
and
I've got footage actually of you calling them.
That's why. So I get the 2-in-1, and I literally, this sounds horrible, I threw it in the bin on the way out of the...
At work?
Well, no one saw, but it went straight in the bin.
That's so...
Well, I'm not, again, just a waste...
Someone's thinking, you know what, this is a lovely present
Well,
for
mate,
Daniel.
I got apples one year. I got a tube of apples, and I thought they were tennis balls, and someone got me apples. I don't know who got me them. I don't know if they thought it was funny. I got apples.
Did you eat apples at work?
No. They got me apples. So anyway, there's now it's all kind of come to us. But we've gone online and we've searched.
Some shockers.
Some absolute shockers. Do you want to kick us off?
Well, I'm going to go with... I mean, this is one that I know a lot of males, a lot of young men get around Christmas time. And it's thoughtful, but to me, it's a bit... I don't know. No, you know what? It's not thoughtful. It's not thoughtful enough. And I don't want to get it. I don't want a Lynx Africa pack.
Yeah, nah. Scrap it. No good.
I don't want it.
Yeah, we've all had them.
Comes in handy for sure.
Yeah.
But these days, I'm actually a roll-on guy as well. I'm not actually a straight.
But that'd fit in the next segment. Things are getting old. Using roll-on. Jeez. Actually, one of our other friends is a big roll-on man, but mate, and less likely people want to share with you. I shared another man's roll-on once, and it was the most disgusting thing I ever encountered. So,
really?
Yeah.
What was it? A friend?
It was Will James.
I was going to say, it wasn't an old bloke at the bloody YMCA swimming pool.
Yeah, mate, can't borrow that. Yeah, just seeing other people's armpit hairs rolled. Disgusting. Yeah, but I'm with you. Like all kind of. Don't give me skincare. I mean, skincare's great, but for me, don't get me packs of body wash and shit. Like, it's just not my kind of thing.
Yeah. And in my opinion, it's just you put no thought into it.
Yeah,
it's just you roll it into Kmart. It's on the decor in the middle.
Yeah, it's on special. Yeah. Oh, $20 reduced from 50. How good's this? Yeah.
Blokes love that. Your go?
My first one. So the worst gift they ever got: a set of miniature butter knives with ceramic fruit and vegetables as the handles. It was from my aunt, who said that I was just so hard to shop for. I was 7 years old.
Wait, what was it?
This is the thing. We do this every week. Dos is always reading his own, so he never listens.
Sorry.
I'll do it again.
No, that's funny. Just read it briefly.
A set of miniature butter knives with
butter knives
for a 7-year-old.
What's a 7-year-old going to do with that?
Well, that's the point. Yeah. Our listeners would have got that the first time.
Sorry.
The ones that actually paid attention.
Sorry about that. This one, it's actually not a bad gift, but it turns it so a subscription. Like if you buy someone a subscription, do you pay for it once and then they pay for it ongoing?
Well, I've bought my sister Ali, who listens every week. We made a pact because her birthday is December 28th, so she gets a 2-in-1.
Smart.
Christmas and birthday.
Yeah.
Smart.
It
wasn't her choice, but it is a good result.
Smart.
I said I used to when she was a kid. I'm like, well, I'll buy you a St Kilda. She's starting on the footy. I'll buy you a Saints membership. Full membership, by the way. This isn't 3 games. This is full season.
Yeah, wow.
Well, as a kid, it's a bit cheaper. Now as an adult, it goes up. Well. So now, I cancel my St Kilda membership, but the pricks still take $50 out of my account each month.
Speaking of
it's ongoing,
speaking of memberships, I just found out the other day that I was paying for not just my own membership, but 2 others.
Yeah,
for the last 2 years. I did not even know.
I know that bastards.
So basically, this one is. I remember as a child signing my parents up to have their newspaper delivered every day. How boring. I had paid for the first week, but it was set up to renew every week. It didn't occur to me until some time later that I'd effectively got them a present which was worth about a tenner between them and actually cost them money before they then had to go and cancel that subscription at the newsagent. So then they have to go out of their way to cancel it.
Yeah, it's tough. And then yeah, that's
what as a kid?
Nah.
As a kid, speaking of, I was going to say subscriptions.
prescriptions.
Were you subscribed to any mags as a kid?
No,
Really?
no. You?
Yeah, I had K-Zone. Remember that?
Yeah, I got the odd K-Zone, but I wasn't subscribed.
God, I loved that.
And you subscribed to a fitness magazine.
Yeah, Men's Health.
Men's Health. For a while.
And then the K-Zone I used to love because they have competitions.
Oh.
So I used to actually like draw things and send them in. And I
You ever
actually
win?
won. Yeah, I won a couple.
Really?
I think I won like a year's supply of Shrek chewing gum 1 year.
Speaking of shit gifts. Well,
It was tasty.
I won $100.
It was green sour apple flavour. I'll never forget
and
it.
you
I
got-
took it to school, gave it to everyone.
When they say a year's supply, what does that
It
mean?
wasn't a year's supply.
What do they?
I think it was like one thing
Yeah,
a month.
bastards.
So 12 things.
I won $100 courtesy of the Women's Day word search 1 year, which was great. Yeah.
You finished the word search.
And rang in. You had to dial up the phone and ring.
Oh, you rang in.
Yep. Give them the answer, and Mum came to school one day and won $100.
Wow.
And every kid after that, they were all asking their parents about Women's Day. So you're welcome. Now this one comes straight from one of our favourite areas, the dementia ward. So my grandpa was planning on giving me a tissue box with money in it. Still not sure why. Anyway, he wrapped the wrong box, and I opened a box of tissues on Christmas morning. So, you would be devastated.
A box of tissues.
A box of tissues.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It could actually almost be a little in-joke too, because, if everyone was around and he's a young man, people might think, oh, Grandpa's being clever. No, he actually just wrapped the wrong one.
He's just wrapped the wrong one.
This was actually really funny. It was from my grandmother. I unwrapped it and it was a little tin box. I opened the box and there was a fake gift card there. Like an indication of this is where you put the gift card. I just looked over at her. What is it or what's going on? She goes, it's a gift holder. You can put all your gift cards in there.
Oh, no.
So she bought a gift card holder.
That is so bad.
And the gift card holder must have come with a fake gift card to, to show like, well, this is where you put whatever it is in that box. And there was no gift card. It might have been a $10 little gift card holder. That
is terrible.
that's shit, man.
That is terrible. I love the grandparents ones. He's another grandparent
Bless
one.
them. I love them. That's why, like my nan, for the last however many years, she's always just said, "Nah, I'm giving you money."
Yeah, well, and that's typically the best way to go.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
So my grandma bought me an ornament with the name Eric on it. My name is Morgan.
The mum bought that.
No, grandma. So yeah.
She's in the dementia ward too.
Yeah, there's I think I've got one more dementia ward coming up.
Would you go with it if you want?
Yeah.
I'll run with this one.
Yeah, go for it.
My aunt used to give me and my sister gift cards to restaurants. So this is another gift card, flavoured one. Sounds good on paper, right?
Yep.
So you go to Pizza Hut. you use your $20 gift card and you get... this actually makes me angry reading this. It actually shits me. This really annoys me. So this auntie is given a gift card to their niece.
Yep.
It's a $20 gift card.
Yep.
It's to Pizza Hut. She goes into Pizza Hut. She orders a pizza. The person gives back the gift card after she's paid. So she's paid for a pizza with the gift card. The person goes, there's $2 left on the gift card. Yeah. What are you going to buy?
I know, you're stuck.
What do you do?
Yeah, you end up spending more money. Yeah.
So it kind of sucks for the person who bought the present because they paid $20.
Yep.
And they're only going to use $18.
Yep. And then you have to upsell at fucking Pizza Hut.
Exactly.
It's
a dilemma.
This one's just unlucky. It's and it just became again. They just have to laugh. I bought my whole family tickets to see James Brown live.
Oh wow!
Yeah, great present. So this isn't a
That's
bad
pretty
present.
cool.
There's a bit of a problem though. Literally within minutes of opening them and everyone celebrating, they announced on the news that James Brown died Christmas morning. So just
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace.
He wasn't feeling good that day. if you know what I mean. For all our James Brown
you can't
fanatics.
say that. Oh,
maybe he's
God,
feeling
man.
great.
James, get up off of that thing.
James, what? Stand up. I can't. Why? I'm dead. I wonder if he made that noise when he died. I don't know what he... Yeah, stop. Hopefully he died peacefully in his sleep. God bless him.
He's got a couple of rippers.
Got a couple of what?
Rippers.
Songs, yeah. Yeah, King of Soul.
Have you seen the Blues Brothers? The movie?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on that, and he's the pastor. He's like at the church, not like.
No. Yeah, we know.
He's the. Well, what would you call him?
The Reverend Pastor.
They
Priest.
sing when they sing.
Oh, gospel choir.
Gospel, yeah.
Choir,
and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great, yeah. He's in it. Go and watch it. Don't have brought it up.
Don't know how James Brown got such a mention on this podcast, but you're welcome. Bringing in relevance to 2023.
I've lost it. So I was the camera.
Well,
lady.
if it turns into a TikTok click, we know what the song will be.
Yeah. All right. This is my last one.
Yeah, I've got one more after that too.
So, just a picture. You go downstairs. You're sitting around as a family.
Yep.
Christmas morning, and everyone's going around in a circle, taking turns, opening like, all right, your presents from mum.
Yep.
Here you go, Wade. Here, Daniel. So and so. So we're taking turns. It comes to me, and my mum gives me an envelope with my name on it. I had no clue what was going on. I opened it as fast as I could, thinking it was a card to go buy this new camcorder I wanted, and I told mum. I open it up. It's the camcorder I wanted, but it's a tear out of an ad in the paper.
Oh no!
There's a little bit of writing on it that says "Be here Saturday," as if my 12-year-old self was busy all the time and needed to pencil the time in. I asked Mum what it meant. She told me she ordered the camcorder, but it didn't come in time, so it would be here next Saturday. I was confused at first. To be honest, a little bummed because everyone sat opening presents around me while I just watched. But the prospect of getting my new camcorder got me through it. So that'd be pretty. I'd be pretty flat with that.
It's I think unless you get toys.
Yeah.
I said this to you off air. As a kid, when I got presents on Christmas Day, if they weren't hard, I was straight away disappointed. If they were soft and they were closed, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it was
where's
always,
my Game Boy games? Where's my PlayStation
We
games?
used to get like a new towel every year, like that.
Yeah.
As much as it's
Nowadays, it's fantastic.
We went on family holidays every summer. In those moments, you go, "How good's a new towel?" As a kid, but when you're opening on Christmas morning, you're thinking,
like, and your parents are like, "Oh, this will come in handy. This is
Yeah.
great." You're like, "I don't want a towel."
But then you get to an age where you actually are pretending you're enjoying opening. Well, right now,
Yeah.
as a kid, like what I said earlier, when we'd get presents, from Santa, mum and dad, and we were all like, between 16 and 18, or 17 and 15 and 18. But there's a couple of presents, and you go,
"Oh, this is great.
This is awesome," but thanks, mum.
Yeah.
But just it's
straight in the back of the closet.
another pair of jocks.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Actually, jocks, that's what I put down as my KK presents. All right, my final one, and this is probably the worst present I've ever heard. So my mum is notorious for bad presents, but the one that stands out, and this, by the way, let me preface, this is not my mum. I'm reading something. So the person writes, my mum is notorious for bad presents, but the one that stands out was a car crash kit. So it had a disposable camera for recording the scene, a form for both parties to fill out, a tape measure for measuring, some chalk for what I assume was marking out where the dead bodies landed. That was the present.
Is this a homemade kit, do you think? You can't go to RSEV, Vic or Vic
put it in your glove
Roads
box for the year.
That is insane.
A car crash kit.
Fucking hell, psychopaths.
Yeah, so don't buy that.
I don't want that. Now, we've openly admitted Christmas is our favourite time of year.
Absolutely.
We love it. I love it. Personally, it's always been a big deal for our family.
Yep.
But there are some Christmas traditions that some people love, some people hate, some people are in the middle.
Yep.
And some things you just get damn right sick of.
Yep.
Things that I loved. So I've got a list together.
Lovely.
And I'm going to put to you, if you tell me, basically overrated or underrated.
Okay.
Or if you could go without it this Christmas.
If we should cancel it, or we need to keep it alive as long as possible.
But the whole list of things that I think, actually, no, they're not what I think are overrated.
You found them.
I found them.
Yep.
People, this is a common list. People think of things overrated at Christmas time.
Let's hear me.
So number one is the Christmas Carol Santa Baby, an all-time classic.
I knew this segment's gonna spark a lot of emotions, maybe some great debates between the two of us. Straight away, I hate that song. Shocking song. So I'm with whoever wrote that list. Sack it off. I don't like it.
I don't hate it. I've got no reason to really hate it.
It just frustrates me.
I think but see, I'd be. It's when you get accustomed to sounds at a certain time. So that song, I'm just accustomed to that being on at a certain time.
At a supermarket, yeah.
During Christmas time. It's just...
I know what you're saying.
I'd hate it to be gone.
I gotcha. But that would be, honestly, if there was... I told you at the start I made a banging Spotify playlist that not even close to making it. And if I had to sack a recurring Christmas song, Santa Baby is definitely in the top 3. So
number 2, damn right don't agree with this one.
Agree.
The movie The Polar Express.
Yeah.
It's probably a Custerson favourite in our house.
Yeah. I know we had this debate.
A very special movie in our house. So for someone to write that, for that to be number 2 is a disgrace.
It's disappointing. Well, I'll come from a point of view of somebody that doesn't have an emotional attachment to it. I tried watching it as a kid when it first came out, and it was the most boring 30 minutes of my life.
30 minutes?
I didn't get through it.
What?
Yeah, I was really bored. So I haven't gone back to it.
We saw it at the IMAX in 4D or 3D.
Oh wow!
Yeah, maybe that's what got us over the line.
Yeah. So I'm happy to get rid of that.
This one I've added to the list, and I personally think it's overrated.
Okay.
Prawns at Australian Christmas. Thoughts?
No, I like it.
Really?
I like it. Yeah, I think it's refreshing.
I like it.
Because it's a hot day.
I enjoy it, but
annoying too.
It's like this huge big deal. Like,
do you know when it's
Christmas
annoying?
time in Australia? Prawns.
That's what's annoying when you're overseas and people can't believe you have a hot Christmas in Europe or America, and they think it's prawns, and we don't eat shrimps on the barbie, as they like to say.
But the only time prawns get spoken about are at Christmas, I feel.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not in our house. Gary Shirley used to love to go down and get a kilo when he was feeling a bit
peckish.
Yeah.
Next, so I'm not for prawns. So I'm thinking if they went, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. I wouldn't be crying over it.
This is an interesting one, and I don't know if you've seen this. This is another movie related one. People who think Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Never seen it, but it's not a Christmas movie though, is it? It's set at Christmas time.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
I haven't seen it though. All I know is is it about Christmas?
No.
It's just set at Christmas.
It's an action thriller.
But it's set at Christmas time.
John McClane.
Bruce Willis, is it not?
Yeah, well, John McClane's his character.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, it is Bruce Willis, Daniel. You know it.
Yeah.
But it's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, pretty sure. No, it's not Christmas Eve. It's like work Christmas party.
Right.
And the whole party gets held hostage. I won't give it away, guys.
Is it good? People love it.
It's a classic.
Some people think
Mum told us this story. Dad loved it so much he watched it like 3 times in a row.
Really?
On VHS back in the day.
Just keep rewinding. Yeah, the old rewind.
Next up, which is probably controversial, this one.
Okay.
Christmas cards. Overrated or underrated?
See, I reckon it's before our time. Like, I know growing up we had Christmas cards, but by the time we were old enough to start writing Christmas cards, you could send a text.
I even think, this is really controversial, I think cards in general are overrated.
Yeah, they're shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, if someone writes me a beautiful card and I read it, it's lovely. It's really nice. The message. But it just gets put away or thrown out, and that's it. Like, what is there a way we can get that message in a... I don't know. Can you text
digital? Yeah.
Well, like people digital card.
Well, people used to remember. Like, I think Mum used to do this. Did your parents do this? Like, people used to put like string across the lounge room and hang the cards.
Yeah, Mum did that.
It was like a badge of honor to have a lot of them.
Yeah. And look how many people wrote to us this year.
I know. And Mum used to. I remember Mum used to buy a big pack of cards. She had a big list. Literally, people had Christmas card lists.
Yeah,
we
did
have a
too.
list. Yeah, and you literally write over and over. Now that I'm talking about it, I kind of don't mind it. It sounds really nice and personal. But in this day and age, nah.
This is probably a controversial one as well.
Yep.
Work Christmas parties.
I heard this on the radio the other day, actually.
Overrated. I reckon they are.
I think you need, if you work for a big company, it's nice to finish a year with a big booze up. And it's on the company pays for everything, you know, and then the next year everyone walks in and, you know, someone slept with the wrong person and done a bit of the devil's dandruff. And
I think it's not actually maybe it's not Christmas parties themselves. I think typically the parties are overrated themselves.
Oh, the parties suck.
Like you end up, it's this big build up. You know, when it's like the talk, it's like the work chat at the water cooler for like 2 months leading up.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, the RSVP's in.
Yeah.
Lock in December 14th.
Yeah, we're going bowling.
Yeah, we're going bowling and post drinks.
Yeah.
I
I reckon I've had one really good one or two really good ones, and the rest. But the party itself, it's not the party that's good. It's what happens afterwards. It's good.
Yeah. No, I had a couple of big work Christmas parties, and I enjoyed them. But
So you are for it.
But no, looking now, I'm not. Like,
Well, okay. In a couple of years, when we have a big dos&d team, do we throw one?
Yeah. So then I'm for it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's for it.
Yeah.
We are planning a big party next year.
This is a good one. This is one that's all over TikTok, all over social media. Elf on the Shelf.
So I never heard of it until you brought it up on the pod last year.
Really?
Yeah, but I do find those memes funny.
Yeah.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf, and now you see, and it's just the most ridiculous.
Oh, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm for it, actually. I think, I don't know why it's on this list because it just keeps
The magic
alive in
Yeah.
a different sense. Like,
Yep.
it's like the elf's always watching on
Yeah.
behalf of Santa.
Yep.
Be good all the time because the elf's watching, and then he moves over night time. I've seen some scary ones, which I'd go, why are you doing that to your kids? I saw one the other day, an Elf on the Shelf, and it was like someone had put like tomato juice, like a can of tomato juice, or like tin of tomatoes, blended it up in the blender.
Like blood.
Yes, and cut like the legs off the
That's pretty
elf,
funny.
and then had the body of the elf, the upper body hanging out, and the legs like in the blender. I thought, jeez.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that. Last year when I went Christmas light hunting, I stumbled across one house, and they were literally all the decorations were just. It was so morbid. It was like Santa hanging himself, Santa killing himself, elves shooting. Yeah, it was really bad.
That's a bit weird. The pressure of giving.
Yeah, overrated.
Like the pressure of giving gifts.
No, sorry, it's underrated.
I think it's underrated too.
Like it's hard to. Yeah.
I think coming from two tight asses, we're like, yeah, it's underrated. I love getting presents. I love it. So I'm like, I can't probably say it's underrated because I enjoy getting them.
Yeah,
I have to give them.
But it's just again, like we said in the last segment, if you go home on Christmas Day with just full of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Next one is real Christmas trees.
Yeah, no, I'm big on this.
What?
I'm for real Christmas tree. I don't like fake ones. I like the smell. Yeah, I know I don't have one. I nearly bought one spontaneously. Yeah, but then
here?
Yeah, but do you know why I didn't? Because
The mess.
Huh?
The mess?
No, it wasn't the mess. I was realizing that I don't have anything else. I have to buy
The decorations.
well, before that, you have to buy the thing, like the bucket, obviously, to sit under, but then you got to buy the stand for the Christmas tree to be in, and then you have to buy decorations. Now, decorations isn't my forte. I'm happy just to have a plain Christmas tree, but that wouldn't look great. So,
That wouldn't look
imagine
great
how
at all.
much it would cost to buy all the decorations in this day and age. I reckon it'd be pretty
You can go
expensive.
to the cheap $2 shop, buy some. You only need to put lights on them.
Really?
Yeah,
No, I
reckon.
think you need to put.
No, you can put lights on them.
Yeah, but I'm for. Did you have real Christmas trees?
Yeah,
growing
we
up?
did. We
Yeah.
alternated actually. So we had real ones for like a lot of our childhood, and then we went to the fakey
Yeah.
for a while, and then we went back to real for a little bit.
Real's great.
Yeah.
The smell is nice.
Smells.
Just, I used to always say, look, I used to make the guys wash it out.
What do you mean?
Like hose the tree down, get rid of any huntsmen,
Really?
any snakes. Yeah.
Snakes.
Well, you got to be careful.
Yeah, actually, no, that's actually a really good point. 1 year.
Yeah.
One
I
year,
know it's a good point.
1 year now. 1 year there was a bird's nest in our house. An actual bird's nest. No eggs or birds were in it, but we were putting it up, and Dad goes, "What's this?"
Oh my gosh.
It's an actual bird's nest.
Wow.
And it was that was hilarious. So yeah, you know what? Hosing it out isn't probably a
Yeah.
bad idea, or at least looking at it before you
yeah,
take it home.
yeah.
This one is interesting. As a kid, advent calendars.
As a kid, yes. As an adult, no.
Yeah, I agree. As
I
a
don't
kid-
like. I know we're in trouble for this, but no, not as an adult.
Nah, adult advent calendars. No.
Yeah, you can.
Santa photos. Yes or no? And I'm talking when you're a kid. Like,
Kid, yes.
Yeah.
Adult, no. I don't. I'm
but
not.
what if you have kids? Are you making them? Are you forcing them to get
I'm
Santa
not forcing
photos?
them, but if they want it, again, I reckon.
Well, what
that's
if it's a baby that
tends to
can't
be the-
talk and
that
can't
tends
hold
to be the
itself up?
wife's. The
wife's?
Well, typically,
Okay.
Dad never took me to get Santa photos. It was always Mum.
I think our dad did actually.
Well, it was normally Mum's instructions at least.
Yeah.
I'm not fans. I don't like the ones where I don't find it funny when there's a group of
Mature age.
20-year-old blokes.
I agree.
I'm like,
It's not funny, lads.
actually, my dog's got a picture of Santa one year.
Your dog?
Yeah,
With
Dave-
you in it?
No, Dad.
Wait, so you didn't arrange this?
No, and it's one of my favorite photos ever. It's
Oh.
Danger sitting perfectly, and Santa's
with
like,
Mr. C.
yeah, Mr. C, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good on you, Danger. This one disappoints me seeing it on the list.
Oh no.
The movie Elf. You're going to say it's overrated.
No, I think it is overrated. It's a great movie. I'm not saying it's not bad. I think it's just over. I don't think it's...
Why?
Because I tried...
Do you enjoy it? You think it's funny?
I watched it... I tried watching it last year and I turned it off. So I think I've gone past it. We've seen it so many times.
No, but I don't get how you can just be in the middle of watching a movie, you know the ending.
I get bored.
And you just turn it off.
But hang on, I'm not the right person.
Are you watching it by yourself? Or with Tiana?
I was with my sisters, I think. Yeah.
Did you turn it off or you just went somewhere else?
I think we all just said, should we put something else on?
What would you choose, the Grinch or Elf?
We're Grinch.
Are you?
Yeah. But again, even now, if I probably wouldn't... I don't want to watch the Grinch this year. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah, but it's not...
But I know
it's not about how many times you've watched it. It's just about it's just
okay. Well, I'll give you one.
Christmas time.
Well, Christmas. So I watch The Office Christmas special.
I would watch that.
That's what I watch every year. Like
the Friends Christmas show.
Yeah, like all the TVs. Like
when you mentioned the other day, none of it's Christmas related. There's just a few decorations.
Oh yeah. Exactly. It's not. Yeah, it's just Christmas time. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. That one is tough.
Yeah, it is.
I'm onto your favourite though.
What's
I watched it last year, Christmas with the Cranks,
and
I loved it.
That's my favourite.
I'm going to watch it this year as well.
Mariah Carey.
Nah, she's good. Yeah, real good.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Christmas without her.
Nah, and you know what? Go dig a bit deeper, folks. This Christmas, don't
Not
just
all I
go.
want.
Yeah, just go listen to the rest of the album. It's great stuff.
Really?
Especially Oh Holy Night.
Really?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eggnog. Don't have it.
I've
here.
never tried it.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah, next.
Love Actually, the movie.
Never seen it. Next.
I think it's a good movie.
That's the Holding the Signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an all-time classic.
Yeah.
But people would say, is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
It's more of a romance.
It's like The Holiday as well.
That's
Christmas.
a good movie.
But are they really Christmas movies, or they just set at Christmas time?
Set at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's like to me, a Christmas movie is themed around Christmas, not romance.
Now, this is the last one, which I think this is really good. As a kid, yes. I mean, as an adult having kids, yes.
Okay.
But as an adult with no kids.
As a mature age recruit.
Kids' Christmas concerts.
Oh, God almighty. I think that would have to be... If I had nieces or nephews, for example, and you said, hey, can you come to
dance, Christmas, dance concerts.
That'd be the worst, mate. That'd be the worst.
I can't think of anything
My sisters used to do like dance, and they'd do a Christmas... But it was like...
Christmas recital.
But it's like fucking hours, because every
age group.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse, personally.
I look back at Christmas, the school Christmas concert. It was, anything to do with anything outside of school hours that related to still school was the best. The school fair.
Yeah.
We had a school fair. The last day or what other days? Like we had Easter days,
like
science days, book week, footy day.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas concert. And it was the best thing. I used to love it.
I agree. As kids, yeah.
They even used to make like a big backdrop and all the kids would decorate it. But now looking back, how horrible for our parents to sit there.
If they keep it tight, if you can keep it within 90 minutes, I reckon you're okay. But it's hard because you got to organise freaking 6-year-old kids to get up and get in position. And yeah, that's a tough one. I think it's.
Let's just say I'm enjoying no Christmas concerts at the moment for a few years.
I think enjoy it now. Yeah, enjoy it while it can. Yeah.
But that's the list.
Well done. Yeah. Tell us if you agree or disagree. Okay, so as we said off the top of the show, last year we brought a segment that people quite liked. We did Christmas pornos, basically. They were real-life X-rated material that was made in the adult industry for Christmas time.
It was a little game that you put to me.
Yeah.
So
that's what it was going to be, but we gave up after about 3.
Yeah, you went and found some explicit video. No,
I didn't watch the explicit material. I found names of the explicit material.
Sure you didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. So
what's that little stain on the Christmas sweater?
Stop.
But this year, I thought it'd be my
turn.
duty.
Yeah. To investigate each one of those.
And I went and watched every one of those.
It doesn't get a rate them out of 10 actors and actresses, storyline, and
No, I thought, let's go a step further.
Yeah.
Now, I thought nothing would really come up in my research. I thought, I'm not sure if this is a real thing. But I thought I'd Google Christmas sex positions.
Yeah, why?
And
what made you?
For the show.
For the show.
Yeah, for the show.
Yeah. Weren't feeling a bit festive and fruity.
Yeah, a couple of bonbons over the nipples. Yeah.
What happened at this family Christmas dressed as Santa?
Well, I've gone and found a list, right? of Christmas sex positions, and these are real sex positions, mind you. So I know this might seem a bit weird and unusual, but I want you each one. I'm going to read out the title of the sex position.
Yep.
And I want you to give me what you think like the description of what you think it is.
The position.
Yeah.
So positions or the props being used?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
So there's a mixture. So
how many have you got? I want to get at least 50%.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's giggling
6,
already.
7, 8. 8.
Okay, 8. So I'd like to get 4 of these right.
Yeah. So there's 8 here.
So I'm going to guess, and then you're going to correct me what they are.
Yeah.
And again, in the next couple of weeks, try these at home.
Yeah. So for those wondering at home, go and.
We're going to show you how to really.
For those feeling a bit saucy on Christmas Eve, and
here's how to real spice it up.
Yeah, Christmas Eve has always been my favourite time of Christmas. But Christmas sex positions perfect for a quick. Christmas sex positions perfect for a quiet holiday quickie.
Quickie.
So I'm not sure if this is for those wanting to have a session. First one.
Okay.
First sex position.
Yep.
First Christmas sex position.
Yep.
Santa's little helper.
Santa's little helper. So these could be dressed up and stuff.
Yep. Everything.
All right. Santa's little helper. Straight away, the man or the dominant, if it's a same-sex couple, will be dressed as the great big man himself, Santa Claus. And I reckon Santa's little helper is. I'm really hoping he's not a little dwarf or elf helping him out, but I'm suggesting. Santa's little helper, yeah, he's getting quite literally wanked off by the missus.
Not quite.
Damn.
So I'll read down the description.
Okay.
So sneak away to your home office, laundry room, or anywhere you can sit down for a few moments to execute this quick position. This is done with the male sitting with his legs spread and the female sitting on his lap, facing away from him.
Okay, reverse.
Yeah, the position is convenient for your partner too because they don't need to fully take their clothes off. So that being a good quickie, just in case someone walks in and interrupts the fun.
Okay.
So that's
so
the
have
first
I gone to? So they might not be dressing.
No, they might not be dress ups.
Some of them might be dress ups.
I don't want to give anything away.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm all right.
Okay. The next one is
which one of us sounds more perverted doing this?
probably me. The next Christmas exposition is the open sleigh.
Open sleigh.
Yeah. What do you think that looks like?
I reckon that's car boot open.
Not quite.
Damn.
So this is basically one partner gets on their hands and knees with several pillows piled beneath their upper body for support. The other partner kneels behind, lifting the lower partner's legs to rest on the other side of their hips. Wow. So it's like a wheelbarrow
It's actually
action.
like a wheelbarrow. Okay.
So the sleigh. Yeah, there you go. Designed for intense orgasms, the open sleigh position allows for simultaneous stimulation of both the A spot and clitoris or the prostate.
Fantastic.
So for everyone at home.
That's a sleigh. Oh, God.
The next Christmas sex position is deck the halls. What do you reckon this one entails?
Oh, geez. Well, actually, one of them last year was, I think, called Deck the Balls. So deck the halls. I reckon deck the halls means deck the halls. I don't know. I'm actually, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where they... do you want to have a guess?
No, deck the halls.
Do you want to give this one away?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay. So essentially, deck the halls is... It's fucking against the wall. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Where's deck the halls?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm kind of wondering where do these names come in.
That's all right. That's all
This,
right.
this position allows for great penetration because of the lift of the leg. The other leg being on the ground allows for stability.
Okay.
There you go.
Deck the halls.
So this one I reckon sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay.
This next one, holiday doggy style. What does that look like?
Holiday doggy style. Well, okay. So we know the position. That's pretty self-explanatory. Holiday though, surely it's not. Where's those reindeer things we're wearing? It's holiday. It's just doggy style, is it not? Dressed with some kind of costume.
From what I'm gathering, it's standing doggy style. That's written on here. So
God, these are
I don't know
tough.
what makes that
Holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah. This is just a Kama Sutra, and they put like festive things in front of the words.
Actually, this one would probably nearly have to be my favourite.
Okay. Have you done this one?
No, I haven't. But this name is great. It's called the stocking stuffer.
The stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
The stocking stuffer. Well,
what does that look like in your eyes?
In my eyes,
it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. You're getting excited.
Stocking stuffer.
Lunch isn't until midday.
I've actually got I've got an actual pretty descriptive position in my head. I reckon the bloke is literally like stuffing her. Like
With what, like actual things?
no, like she's like on the bed, like on her back, legs in the air, and he's just like
By
pounding
the way,
down.
I just realised we didn't warn anyone that we were going to do this in the intro. It's straight into us.
Oh well.
I just thought that. Jeez. Well, it's not quite that. This is the stocking stuffer there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll put that up for the viewer.
Yeah, just.
But for the listener, the male is standing, the female is on her back, but elevated.
Oh, so I don't reckon
And
I'm
her
too
legs
far
are straight
away.
up against the body. So her legs are literally like on the
I kind
shoulders.
of, to be honest, I kind of was picturing that, but he was more coming down.
So it's obviously,
Yeah.
a position that requires deep penetration,
Yeah.
lots of stuffing. Doesn't require the removal of all your clothing either. So
Stocking stuffing, does that mean he finishes inside?
The next one. This one.
It's up to you at home.
This one's called the hot chocolate spoon.
Oh, well, surely that's okay. So you're in a spoon position, and there's a lot of surely you're melting chocolate, a bit of
Yeah, there is a bit of that.
bit of melted
So
chocolate.
this central position will get both of you off in no time, it says.
Fantastic.
Assume I was going to say pooning position. Assume a spooning position and wrap the covers around your hips so she can pull them closer and help them to thrust or grind.
So do I get a tick for that one?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. The next one is Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf. Okay, well that's got to be so. The Elf on the Shelf traditionally, as in the real Elf on the Shelf, it moves around, doesn't it?
Yep.
So that's got to mean that you're moving around to different rooms or different things, different objects.
Yeah.
Am I kind of on the right track?
No.
What?
No.
Is there
Now that I'm reading this, I'm going, the names don't really correlate.
They don't match.
They've made them
Okay.
up. I
That's
think.
okay. What's
So,
Elf on the Shelf?
If you're short on time or space, try the standing position that doesn't require you to undress. Everything's to do with not undressing.
What's that got to do with the shelf?
Stand with one foot on the floor and one leg bent up on a couch, chair, or other kneel level surface. Your partner can stand facing you in between your legs. Slide your clothes off or to the side. Ooh, just enough for your partner to slide inside with the object of their choice. Nose, finger, tongue, toy, strap on, or penis. This is very intense.
Oh wow! Have we ever been this descriptive?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel a bit bad.
Yeah. Go on, give us one more. So let's send the listeners home. What's the last
The next
one?
one's Jingle Bells. This is a classic.
Jingle
This
bells.
actually,
That's a tea bag.
no, it's
Oh
not.
come on! That's,
No, it's not a tea bag, but that would make sense.
yeah, jingling your bells.
No, it looks like it's just essentially reverse cowgirl, but she's actually standing on the edge of the bed and just bouncing.
Yeah, well, there you go, everybody. There's eight. There's eight Christmas sex positions to try at home.
Yeah, wow.
Will you be?
That's the one.
Looks quite good. Well, yeah. Okay. There you go.
I know. I thought the same.
Yeah, Jingle Bells. That might be the one to go for. So if you're going to try one this Christmas, try
What's
the Jingle
your
Bell.
favourite, do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll probably. That picture looked all right. Yeah. Anyway, let's turn this
I
off.
can see you loving.
No.
I can see you enjoying. Santa's Little Helper.
So it's the same position, is it not?
Oh, it's that. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there you
Well,
go.
there you go. So there's a bit of festive fun.
For mum and dad, enjoy. This might be your chance to.
Yeah, if you're
enjoy
trying
your
to kill the hours to put the presents under the tree for the big man, here's something you can do. Yeah. See you in the next segment.
Oh God.
Was that our best Christmas special yet, do you think?
Oh, it's been my favourite.
Yeah, it was good. And this one, actually, we managed to keep it all. We actually had another segment, but we've run out of time, so we might keep it for next year. But this is the last dos&d Uncut for this year. We got the next episode coming up is the classic dos&d Best Of, which is going to be fantastic. We always look forward to looking back at the year that was. And
Bit of a trip down memory lane for 2023.
2023. And gee, that's going to be headaches.
There were some big names this year.
It's going to be headaches, you and I, having to put that together.
Well, for those who, no one will know this, but one of Dee's favourite things that he's done over the last few months is he's created an all-Australian team for the dos&d show. So he's he's highlighted his best 23.
23. For the OG dos&d listeners, we were teasing this for a while, and we kind of just...
Well, we had no interest from the listeners.
No, so what we might do, I still would like to make this into like a YouTube clip where we actually ring people and award them something for being in the dos. But I've got a tight 23 team. I tell you what, on paper,
it's a good looking lineup.
It's a good freaking lineup. So I don't know when we're going to air that. But I'm looking forward to, you know what I'm thinking? When we do this dos&d party and we try and get as many of the...
We'll read it out there.
Yeah, we read it and we actually get people on stage.
Give them a baggy green.
Yeah, and the captain will shock you all. But he's, in my eyes, no one's beating him for captaincy. But anyway, that's not the point. Great episode.
Have a good Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, just before we sign off, we thought we'd better mention this. What's one thing we've both done in recent times.
Oh,
This was going to be a
that's
segment.
right.
Yeah. In the last couple of weeks.
We both just put our backs out.
dos&d have accidentally pulled their backs out.
Weirdly enough, it happened to you about a month ago.
Yeah.
We were meant to play tennis that night.
Yeah, it's a tennis curse.
And then a month later, I did it. We were meant to play tennis that night.
Yeah, someone doesn't want us to play tennis. Well,
you go.
I've done my back sleeping. I woke up and back was gone. There was no rhyme or reason. How did you do yours?
Walking.
Dos did his back walking. I
got out of the car. I was walking to the gym. Got out of the car, took 3 steps, boom.
And your back's gone. And we're joking around, but we were actually in pain. Like,
mate, I could not move.
yeah, it's bad.
It was actually, I was a bit scared. I was like, shit, what do I do? Like, I could barely drive the car.
Shows how important your back is.
Garney, your back's important.
Very important. But anyway, we'll wish everyone a Merry Christmas in a minute. But as always, thank you for everybody that's been on board dos&d this year, because this will be our last probably. I know we'll say it next week, but what a fantastic year it's been.
It has.
Well done.
You too.
Next year's going to be even bigger. We've seen a great year for us.
Awesome. But a big thank you to every single person, every one of you. It's been a huge year of growth, both from a listener point of view, growing in followers, and even just our guest profile and the ability to up our show and our production. Like, it's just been a lot of growth.
Absolutely.
So, and none of that would be happening if you guys weren't listening. So whether you've passed the show on to someone else and said, go and listen, or you've left us a review, or you just listen every week yourself.
Or even sharing it on socials. That helps a lot too.
Just a huge thanks.
Thank you.
Sincere thank you. So we're looking forward to a massive 2024.
We are.
As everyone says.
As everybody says. Now, while we're dressed in Christmas spirit, we've got a few decorations. We're actually about to go and make a Christmas quiz, which will be a YouTube video, which we love these YouTube videos, and there will be a nasty punishment for the loser.
Christmas punishment.
So there will be a Christmas. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if that has aired yet as this episode comes out, or if it's about to air, but it'll air before Christmas. So, if you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this, head over to YouTube and subscribe, not just for the podcast we upload each week, but of course for the little
games,
the challenges, and then of course
collabs.
The punishments.
Yep.
So dos&d on YouTube. Dos, what's our YouTube? What's our Instagram?
dos&d _.
What's our TikTok?
dos&d.
Facebook.
The dos&d show.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah, Feliz Navidad. Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Now, everybody have a safe and happy Christmas.
Yes.
Thank you.
Stay safe on those roads.
Stay safe. Enjoy it. And one little serious thing, not a happy time for everybody. We love Christmas, but some people hate it. So if you're one of those people, hopefully this brought you a little bit of joy. And remember, on Christmas Day...
Enjoy those sex positions.
Enjoy those sex positions. And on Christmas Day, by the way, when you're doing those long, horrific 5-hour drives to the family... There'll be a new dos&d episode that comes out Christmas Day, which will be the best of the year. So that'll be a Christmas present from us to you.
Yeah.
But happy Christmas to you, Dos,
you too,
Camille, all the listeners, and...
Yeah, Feliz Navidad again.